Hello and welcome to IU NewsNet Daily. I'm Liz DeSantis.
And I'm Abby Haymond. Today we will tell you about IU's plan for an active shooter incident. And we have news on a mental health study at the School of Public Health.
And later, Abby gives us an update on IU athletics. NewsNet Daily begins now. The fatal shootings on Michigan State University's campus last week led some students to wonder if IU is prepared for a similar situation. IU's Emergency Management Division has similar procedures. Like Michigan State, IU uses the run, hide, fight model, or minimizing your presence until you have to protect yourself. One of the most important parts of IU's active shooter plan is the IU Notify system, which lets students know about campus threats. But emergency management said those messages can take around 5 minutes to go out. And that's about as long as the average active shooter incident. First, law enforcement must verify if the incident is happening.
That may be sending an officer there. That may be if they can hear the shots being fired, maybe pulling up security cameras in the area to see what we can see. There's lots of different ways that we can sort of verify what's happening. Once law enforcement has verified that that's what's happening, an IU Notify message will go out.
From there, emergency management works with IUPD to determine if evacuation is needed. If you want to know about campus emergencies, you can download the Rave Guardian app or sign up for IU Notify at protect.iu.edu. An Indiana Senate committee will discuss a bill tomorrow concerning gender transition care for minors. The bill would make it illegal for any physician or practitioner to provide such medical care, including puberty blockers. The bill specifies this does not necessarily apply to intersex individuals who want care. The ACLU of Indiana says the bill, quote, limits even standard affirming mental health care, end quote. A new study about teenage girls' mental health came out about a week ago from the CDC. It found increasing sadness and violence among teen girls and the consistent growth of a mental health crisis. Roughly 60% of teen girls felt persistently sad or hopeless, and about 30% seriously considered suicide. Around 18% of teen girls suffered sexual violence as well. The Association for American Medical Colleges said there has also been a growing demand for mental health services in recent years and not enough professionals to meet that demand. A study on mental health in midlife adults is launching at IU. The Luddy School of Informatics and Computer Science and the School of Public Health are collaborating to create an app that will measure in real time stressors in people ages 50 to 64. The study will focus on that age group in Indianapolis. The hope is that that data will show how stressors can be eliminated to prevent heart-related health issues. And turning to sports, we have Abby Haymond to tell us what's going on with Hoosier athletics.
That's right, Liz. Let's start off with the Indiana women's basketball new championship title. Following Indiana's win over in-state rivals Purdue, the Hoosiers claimed their share of the regular season Big Ten championship title for the first time in 40 years. This is the second time that Indiana has beaten Purdue in front of a sold-out arena this season. Indiana women's basketball filled all 17,222 seats in Assembly Hall for the first time in program history. This win also marked the team's 16th Big Ten regular season win, the most in school history. In honor of the last game of the regular season, the Hoosiers also celebrated senior night. Among those honored was Indiana star player Grace Berger. And for more on Grace's impact at IU, here's Tyler Vondry.
That's right, Abby. It was a special night in Bloomington on Sunday, as it was senior day for the Hoosiers. Senior Alyssa Gary and graduate senior Grace Berger were honored. Considered the heart of this Hoosier program, Berger was finally able to bring a Big Ten championship back home to Bloomington. And it couldn't have ended better for number 34 in the Cream and Crimson. In her time at IU, Berger has set the standard of what it means to represent the Hoosiers. She's the program's all-time winningest player with 117 IU victories. She is second all-time in assists with 545 and is top 10 in points. Oh, and she's the only Hoosier in women's basketball history to record a triple-double. Here's what Berger had to say about the work that still needs to be done.
We're celebrating this today, but I think once tomorrow hits, we're immediately going to turn our focus to winning on Sunday, and then the Big Ten tournament, and then all those things down the road, I think will take care of themselves.
Berger will exit Bloomington as one of the greatest to ever put on a Hoosier uniform. Abby, back to you.
Thanks, Tyler. Now, let's move our attention to the men's team. We are getting closer and closer to March, and Indiana only has a few games left to secure a top 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament. First up on that list will be Michigan State tonight. The Hoosiers barely snuck past Illinois on Saturday with a second-half comeback. IU's last few games have all been decided by less than 6 points, and those buzzer-beater finishes are just not sustainable if they want to keep moving forward. In order to get a win against the Spartans tonight, IU will need to adjust the way that they've been playing and stay consistent on both halves of the game. The teams will face off tonight in East Lansing, Michigan at 9 p.m.
Thanks, Abby. IU is the first team to play MSU in basketball since the campus shootings last week. While Spartan classes resumed yesterday, and some students have had four-legged friends to greet them since. The university brought therapy dogs to the library. The pups were one of the ways to help a grieving community as it faces the return to a normal schedule. The IU community offers its thoughts and support to MSU. And that's a wrap for today's IU NewsNet Daily. Tune in for the latest on all Hoosier news and sports.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at IUNND.
For IU NewsNet Daily, I'm Liz DeSantis.
And I'm Abby Haymond. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.